Who's a good potato? Spin the leak here, and this is going to be my movie review playlist. I can't really think of any way to really categorize it. God, this lighting really brings out the horribleness of my face. I need to grab my drink. I've been going over a lot of the superhero-related movies, Marvel movies that I have, specifically the X-Men franchise, a little bit of Deadpool, a little bit of Spider-Man. And it got me thinking. At this point in time, not only has Marvel completely changed hands, both in movie rights and the actual comic rights, but they have proven that they're not afraid to do revamps in films. They pretty much capped off the original X-Men movie franchise by completely switching dimensions, which is something that many comic book fans would be familiar with. It's how you jump from Old Man Logan to some of the darker stuff like It's how you jump from Avengers to Uncanny Avengers. It's why Jean Grey has died so many times. You know, various things like that. There's hundreds upon hundreds of revamps and alternate dimensions. And it got me thinking about the endless possibilities. How many different ways they can advertise these movies. We could be looking at a whole new genre, specifically related to comics. This would be something that would branch out and have almost infinite possibilities. For example, think about it. Superhero movies could also turn into horror films. Marvel specifically has an entire universe where there was a zombie apocalypse. Who doesn't want to see zombie superheroes? I know, I want to see that shit. That'll probably get some of the cast that left and refused to come back unless they were part of an Avengers film just by getting everyone together and doing that crazy shit. It would only be like maybe one movie, but it would be kick-ass. I mean, there are so many options once they decide to go ahead and start revamping. It really does set the stage for something completely new and fresh, something that we really haven't seen in the history of cinema. We've seen remakes, but not a series evolving as it goes along, going past roughly 12 parts, which, honestly, once you look at the Marvel cinema as a whole, everything is intermingling. You got roughly 30 or 40 different films all connected, each with their own different franchise, unless they were like one film specific, which honestly there haven't been many of those. It got me thinking about all the options they could do, and DC could probably learn from this. I mean, DC has been bouncing around doing revamps, all that sort of stuff, bouncing between different dimensions, but they haven't really done an adequate job of it. Marvel has really been standing out. I mean, I just want to throw this idea out there and have that little bit of a conversation. Like, I want this to become kind of a topic that you guys can play with in the comments on the Facebook page, anything like that. I'm not going to post the link just yet. I might post that like the day after I upload this video. But I want to start thinking about what different dimensions they could potentially do, and any specific set of comics that you would like to see done in a movie. Like, me, for one, I already named what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the whole frickin' Marvel zombie apocalypse shit happen. I love zombies. I love superheroes. I want to see them mixed together. I want to see frickin' Captain America trying to survive a zombie apocalypse when Spider-Man's swinging around, whipping people up into his webbing and ripping their heads off. I want to see a zombie Hulk, like, crashing down from space and almost shattering the world while Iron Man's, like, trying to blow his fucking head off with lasers. It's a thought. It is definitely a thought. But then again, this is just a thought video. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this at this point in time. This is more or less like late night me rambling after watching a bunch of movies back to back. But yeah, no. If you have any specific comic series that you would like to see, Marvel related or DC otherwise, just go ahead and post that in the comments down below. I'd be curious to see what you want to have made. Like, honestly, nothing's going to be done with this because, you know, not only am I small time and have no connections, this is just more or less people shooting the shit. It's just something I want to have a conversation about with a couple of you guys. Anyway, post that in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep on keeping on. And I guess I'll finish this next movie.